Ethan Reed, a successful architect, cuts short his overseas work trip and arrives home in the quiet, tree-lined community of Willow Glen Estates a full 2 weeks early. Excited to surprise his wife, he pulls up to his grand colonial-style mansion only to find unfamiliar shoes by the door, lights on in the study, and the scent of lavender candles in the air. Before he can process it, a woman in a pastel polo with a clipboard storms out of the house, eyes wide. "I've called the police," she says sharply. "You can't just break into an HOA protected residence?" Ethan stares, stunned. "This is my house." The police arrive and confirm Ethan's identity, but the tension lingers. The woman, Karen Whitmore, is the HOA vice president, and she genuinely believed Ethan was an intruder. As the officers leave, Karen stands rigid, clutching her clipboard like a shield. She explains that with no notice of Ethan's return, and with the house listed as unoccupied due to a maintenance request, she'd authorized temporary occupancy for a family in crisis, her sister's family, who lost their home in a fire. "We have protocols," she insists, but Ethan is shaken. His home, his sanctuary, has been lived in, rearranged, claimed. Ethan walks through rooms that feel both familiar and foreign. Family photos are covered, his favorite chair replaced with a floral love seat, children's drawings on the fridge. He finds a note, "Thank you, Mr. Reed. We needed a fresh start. God bless you." It's signed by a little girl named Lily. His anger wavers. Later, he learns Karen didn't profit. She used her own vacation days to coordinate repairs, paid for new smoke detectors, and even arranged for lawn care. Her actions, though overstepping, were rooted in compassion. Still, the breach stings. Part 4 Bird At the next HOA meeting, tension crackles. Some neighbors side with Ethan. Privacy is sacred. Others quietly support Karen, whispering about the family's hardship. Ethan listens as a retired teacher shares how Karen helped her after a fall, bringing meals for weeks. A single father mentions she organized carpool when his van broke down. Ethan begins to see Karen not as a villain, but as a woman driven by duty and loneliness. Her husband passed 2 years ago. That became her purpose. Still, rules exist for a reason. Ethan doesn't confront Karen. Instead, he knocks on her door with 2 cups of coffee, no words at first. Then, quietly, he asks about her sister's family. Karen's voice cracks as she explains they found permanent housing thanks to the temporary refuge. "I should have contacted you," she admits. "I thought I was doing the right thing quietly, but I forgot to be kind in the process." Ethan nods. "You were kind, just misdirected." A pause. "Next time, just text me." Inspired by the encounter, Ethan proposes a new HOA initiative, a Neighbor's Nook program, where vacant homes can be temporarily offered to families in need with clear consent and communication. Karen helps draft the policy, her attention to detail now a strength, not a weapon. Together, they plant a small garden on the border of their properties, a shared space of lavender and roses. Neighbors begin to gather there, chatting, laughing. The mansion no longer feels like a fortress. It feels like part of a community. Months later, Ethan prepares for another trip. This time, he leaves a note on his kitchen counter and a spare key on Karen's porch. Attached is a simple card, "If anyone needs shelter, you have my blessing. Just let me know." Karen holds the key, tears in her eyes. That evening, she joins Ethan's family for dinner, where laughter fills the house that once stood cold and divided. The gavel, the clipboard, the rules, they matter. But kindness, trust, and second chances? Those are the true foundations of home.